So hello namaskar to the all chemistry lovers and doctors and engineers of the just class specifics along science. मैं विजय कुमार सोनी आपका हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं इन केमिस्ट्री वाला चैनल रिगार्डिंग टू केमिस्ट्री. In previous video we have discussed about the just isocyanide as a nomenclature, IUPAC nomenclature of the isocyanide as a 15th number. Now I would like to go with the 16th number is your alcohol. It's a very important group. 16th is your alcohol. This is the alcohol. Distinguished is your OH. It can be represented by as follows. Means oxygen exists 2 lone pair of the electron. If I'll go with the suffix, then suffix of alcohol is your all. Suffix is your all. If we'll go with the just alcohol, then we can take just a lot of practice. This is the question number 1. Suppose this is the CH3OH. This is the question number 2. CH3CH2OH. Next question is your CH3CH2OH. This is the next question. CH3CH2CH2. This is the OH and CH2. This is the OH. This may be in the form of branch also. This is the as follows CH3 and OH. This is the 6th compound with the following branch OH, CH2 and CH3. If we'll go with the 7th compound, then we can take more than one function group like this. This is the CH2, OH and OH. More than one, they may as follows. This is the 8th compound. It's a very important compound. CH2OH. This is the CHOH. This is the CH2OH. If I'll go with the next compound, then we can take 9th compound as a your complex structure like this. CH3OH. This is the 10th compound, as we can take CH3C, CH3, CH2OH. This is your 11th compound, CH3CHOH, CHOH, CH3. This is the 12th compound, CH3CH3, OH, CH3 and CH3. This is your 13th compound, CH3. This is the CH3. This is your CH3 and OH, CH3 and CH3. This is your CH3. Now I would like to go with the bond line structure also. This is as follows. We can take OH. This is your 15 compound. As a 15 compound, we can use like this. This is the OH. So these are the practice regarding to alcohol. Now I would like to go with the nomenclature. Then regarding to nomenclature, we can use following systems as a first of all, there is one carbon in chain. So here we'll use of just one carbon. For the one carbon, it will be use of met. Due to presence of single bond, it will be N. And OH is present, so it will be OL, will be the suffix. For this, OH group is present at number 1 position, so it's need not to give the position till 2 carbon atom. So it will be 8 single bond N and all will be the suffix. For this, it is required to give the position. So there is 3 carbon in chain, so it will be propane. At number 1 position, there is OH group, so it will be propane 1 all. 1, 2, 3 and 4. there are 4 carbon chains, so butane. Over the number 1 position, it will be 1. This is the ol. For this, it will be 1, 2, 3, the longest possible chain. So propane, this will be 2 ol. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There are 4 carbon chain. So it will be butane, 2 ol. For this, it will be 1, 2. There are 2 carbon chain. So it will be ethane, 1, 2 diol. For this, it's a very important compound also called as ethylene glycol, and it is used as antifreeze compound or coolant, antifreeze compound और एज अ कूलेंट इन ऑटोमोबाइल, फोर व्हीलर्स में पर्टिकुलर इंजन को हीट से बचाने के लिए, और पर्टिकुलर जस्ट ऐसे एरिया जहां पे स्नोफॉल होता है वहां पे उस गाड़ी को इजी में स्टार्ट करने के लिए इंजन के साथ में इस कूलेंट चैम्बर को ऐड करते हैं. This is the moisture absorbing alcohol. It is also called as glycerol, or you can say glycerine. There are 3 carbon chains, so it will be propane. Function group 1, 2, 3. This is the triol. For this 1, 2, and 3, at number 2 position there is methyl. So 2 methyl. This is the propane, 2 ol. If we go with this compound, then 1, 2, and 3. This is the 2, 2 dimethyl. 2, 2 dimethyl. 2, 2 dimethyl. There is the propane, 3 carbon chain. At number 1 position there is ol, so it's need not to give the position. So 2, 2 dimethyl propane nol भी कह सकते हैं, propane 1 ol भी right है. For this is the longest possible chain. There are 4 carbon chains, so it will be but, single bond N. 2, 3 diol will be the suffix. For this 1, 2, 3, 4, there are 4 carbon chain, and over the number 2 and 3 position there is methyl. So it will be 2, 3 dimethyl. 2, 3 dimethyl. There is 4 carbon chain, but, single bond N. At number 2 position there is function group, and over the number 3 position there is function group. So 2, 3 diol will be the name. For this, the longest possible chain 3, 4, 5. Over the number 2 position 2 methyl. Over the number 3 position 1 methyl. Over the 4, 4, 4. This is the pentamethyl. There are pentamethyl. There are 5 carbon chain, so it will be pent, single bond N, over the 3 ol. If we go with this compound, this is the CC, this is the CC, CS3, this is your CS2, CS3, this is the CS2, CH2. You can see CS2, this is the CS2, this is the CS3, CS2. All are balanced. This one is not, so balance it. Counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 5 and 6, 5 and 6. You can take any chain. I will go with this chain. Over the 4th position there is ethyl, and here is also ethyl. So you can say 4, 4 diethyl, 4, 4 diethyl. There are 6 carbon chain, so you will call it hexane, and over the number 1 position is your function group. So hexane 1 ol, you can call it hexanol also. If we go with the further, then CC, this is the C center, this is the CS3, CS2, this is the CS3, CS3, CS2, this is the CS2, and this is also CS2. Counting will be as follows: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Or the number 3 position there is methyl, or the number 3 position there is ethyl. Ethyl is more prior, so 3 ethyl. This is the 3 methyl, 3 ethyl, 3 methyl. This is the 5 carbon chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will be pentane. At number 1 position there is ol. You can write it pentane 1 ol or pentanol. So this was about the just your function group as a 16 function group as alcohol. Now the time to discuss about the 17th function group or group as a IUPAC nomenclature system. That is your very important ether. Ether is a very important compound as a polar solvent. It is used in many of reactions such you can say Woods reaction, simple Woods, just Woods fatigue and fatigue reaction also. And this type of the compound is also used anesthetic compound. Not only it is useful in the form of anesthetic compound, but also it is useful to form the Grignard's agent. So 17 function group is your ether. This is the 17 function group. As a O, you can call it ether. Structure we can use ROR, and we have discussed about the just in previous videos about the type of ether on the basis of R dash. There are two types of the ether. One of the R is equals to R dash. When R is not equals to R dash, if both are same, then you can say symmetrical or simple ether. This is the simple ether. And when both are not same, then it is called as asymmetrical or mixed ether. This is the mixed ether. If we go with the symmetrical ether, then as a symmetrical ether, we can take the simplest example, CS3O CS3. As an aromatic, we can use C6H5O C6H5. While for asymmetrical ether, we can use CS3. This is the O CS2 and CS3. As an aromatic, we can use CS3O C6H5. These are the example regarding to symmetrical or asymmetrical, means simple or mixed ether. Now the time to discuss about the just nomenclature. So if you go with the nomenclature, then ether are known as alkoxy, alkane. What is the mean of alkoxy group? Whenever suppose you have any alcohol, and if you will remove the one of the hydrogen from the ROH, then remaining group is called as OR. This is called as alkoxy. If there is methanol, then it will be methoxy. If there is ethanol, then it will be ethoxy, like this. This is the methanol, CH3OH. On removal hydrogen, it will be OCH3. So this is called as methoxy. If we go with the ethanol, C2H5OH, then after removal of hydrogen, it is called as OC2H5 ethoxy, or you can call it OCH2 and CH3. This is called as ethoxy. So this was about the just alkoxy group. Now I would like to go with the just practice. So as a number one practice, we can take CH3OCH3. This is the second compound, CH3OCH2CH3 as a mixed ether. This is the third compound, CH3CH2OCH2CH3. This is the fourth compound. You can take CH3, OCHCH3 and CH3. This is the fifth compound as a CH3, OCH. This is the CH3, CH2 and CH3. This is the seventh compound, as you can take CH3, CH2. This is the OCHCH3, CH2 and CH3. This is the seventh compound as a CH3, OCCH3, CH3 and CH3. If we want to go with the further, then we can take complex chain also. So this is the eighth compound. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eighth compound is your CH3OC6H5. This is the ninth compound. We can take CH3CH2 OC6H5. This is the 10th compound. We can take CH3CH2 O. This is the CH2 CCH3 and CH3 and CH3. These are the structure of the compound regarding to ether. Now I would like to go with the name. As we have discussed, OCS3 group is called as methoxy. Both are same, so किसी भी alkyl group को alkoxy बना लेंगे methoxy. So this is called as methoxy. Methoxy. This is the methoxy. Rest is your methane. Methane में one carbon है, so it will be methane. For this smaller course asymmetrical आ जाए, then you will take the smaller group as alkoxy. Smaller means with the less number of carbon atom. So this will be methoxy. Methoxyethane as a name of compound. Both are same, symmetrical, so it will be ethoxy. This is the ethoxy ethane. This is your 1, 2, 3 compaction. Smaller group will be as alkoxy. So alkoxy group is present in number 2 position, so 2 methoxy. This is the propane. For this it will be 1, 2, 3 and 4. Over the number 2 position it will be methoxy, so it will be 2 methoxy. There are 4 carbon in chain, bute, single bond in. For this it will be 1, 2, 3 and 4. Smaller group will be as alkoxy, so it will be 2 ethoxy. 2 ethoxy. There are 4 carbon in chain, so it is called as bute and single bond in. For this it will be longest possible chain. This is the methoxy, this is the methyl. No confusion. Methyl exists METH YL and methoxy exists METH OXY. Alphabetically, meth, both are same. This is the Y and this is the O. So O is more prior. So the name of compound will be 2-methoxy. 2-methoxy. This is the 2-methyl. 2-methyl. There is 3 carbon in chain, so it will be propane. Now for this is the methoxy and this is the benzene. So this will be methoxybenzene. Methoxybenzene, because the formula of benzene is C6H6. उसमें से आपने एक हाइड्रोजन को रिमूव किया, then it will be C6H5. So it is derivative of benzene. It is called as ethoxybenzene. Ethoxybenzene. This is the longest possible chain. So it will be 1 ethoxy. 1 ethoxy. And over the number 2 position there are 2 methyl, so 2,2-dimethyl. 2,2-dimethyl, and there is 3 carbon in chain, so it will be prop and single bond in. So this was about the 17th group as a ether. Now the time to discuss about the 18 function groups. There are some of the compound for this function group, and further we'll go with the 19 and 20, and after then it will be polyfunctional IUPAC. This was the monofunctional, having only 1 or 2 function group with the same function group, and there will be multifunctional, having just more than 1 function group with a different function group. You can say पर्टिकुलर ऐसे हाइड्रोकार्बन होंगे जहां आपके पास में डिफरेंट फंक्शन ग्रुप भी अटैच होंगे, तो वहां क्या आईपीएसी का फंडा अप्लाई होगा, वी हैव टू डिस्कस. सो दिस इज द 18 कंपाउंड. एज अ 18 कंपाउंड वी कैन टेक as a SH. It is also called as thioalcohol. Thioalcohol. Its suffix will be thiol. Suffix will be thiol. There is none of carbon, so it's not carbon containing function group. So position will be count from that side, which side the position of the SS group gets less marking. We have discussed about the first compound. It is used in LPG cylinders also, mercaptan. But what is the IPC name we will discuss. This is the CS3CS2SH. SH. This is the third function group. more than one, there may, as a two function group, there may more than one, as a three function group, SH, SH and SH. As a fifth function group, we can take complex chain CS3. This is the CS3. This is the SH. We can take next compound also. This is the sixth compound CS3. This is the CH. This is your SH and CS3. This is the seventh compound CS3CH. This is the SH. This is the CS2 and CS3. This is the eighth compound CS3CCS3. This is your CS3, CS2 and SH. Ninth compound we can take CS3. This is the CCS3, SH, CS3, SH and CS3. Further we'll go with the 19th compound, that is called as SO3H group. It is called as sulphonic acid. Sulphonic acid, and it will also suffix भी same होगा, that will be sulphonic acid. If we'll go with the practice, then we can take law and order same with the just thioalcohol. So CS3SO3H. This is the second compound. We can take as follows: CS2SO3H. This is the third compound. CS3CHSO3H, and this is the CS3. This is the fourth compound. CS3. This is the CS3. This is the CS3, and this is the SO3H. This is the fifth compound. CS2SO3H. This is the CS2SO3H. These are the some of the practice regarding to sulphonic acid, because there is just a few number of the practice. If we go with this compound, then it exists one carbon atom, so it will be meth, single bond N, and thiol is the suffix methane thiol. This is called as ethane thiol. Ethane thiol. There are two carbon atoms, so it will be ethane. 1,2-dithiol. If we'll go with this, then 1, 2, 3. This is called as propane. 1, 2, 3 trithiol. If we'll go with this, then 1, 2, 3, or the number 2 position there is methyl, so 2-methyl propane, 2-methyl propane. This is the 2-thiol. 2-thiol. For this it will be 1, 2, 3. There are 3 carbon atoms in the chains of propane. 2-thiol. This is the 1, 2, 3 and 4. There are 4 carbon in the chain, so it will be butane. 2-thiol. For this it is your 1, 2, 3. Over here 2,2-dimethyl. 2,2-dimethyl. Here's the propane 1-thiol. Propane 1-thiol or propane thiol. For this you can say what way we'll take with the different. So here is your, you can count it 1, 2, 3 and 4. Over the number 2 position there is methyl, 3-methyl, so 2,3-dimethyl. Here is the just 4 carbon in chain, so butane 2,3, butane 2,3-dithiol will be the name of compound. For this sulphonic group, here is the one of the carbon atom, so it will be meth, single bond N, and just sulphonic acid will be the suffix. So methane sulphonic acid, methane sulphonic acid. Here will ethane sulphonic acid, ethane sulphonic acid. Here's the 3 carbon chain, so it will be propane to sulphonic acid, propane to sulphonic acid. Here is the 1, 2, 3, number 2 methyl, 2 methyl, propane, 2 sulphonic acid, 2 sulphonic acid. This is the 1 and 2 carbon atom, so it will be ethane, 1,2 disulphonic acid will be the name of compound. So this was about the just 18 and 19 compound as a nomenclature system in the form of IUPAC. So dear students and doctors and engineers of the near future, will meet in the next video. Till then शुक्रिया and धन्यवाद. हर बार की तरह एक ही रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, प्लीज सब्सक्राइब एंड शेयर इट मैक्सिमम. थैंक यू, शुक्रिया.